Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. A Highlands County man entered a guilty plea today in a 2018 murder. It is a brutal case that involved a woman who worked as a corrections officer. Her body was eventually found behind a dumpster in Tampa.
Yeah, the victim's family says the sentence agreed on today isn't enough for the crime committed and the life taken. 8 on your side's Jeff Patterson joins us live in Tampa with the latest. Jeff.
Good evening, Josh and Jen. Well, 28-year-old Laura Pitcher was last seen alive in Sebring. Her body was found here in Tampa, but today marked the painful end of the court proceedings for her family.
Laura Pitcher's family says she overcame great odds during her life. She was born with a short left arm and only 2 fingers and a thumb on that hand. Despite this, she earned a job as a corrections officer in Highlands County. In 2018, days after she was reported missing, her body was found behind the dumpster of a Latin food mart in Tampa. She was only 28. Months later, authorities arrested Gary Tyrone Danielle for her murder. Danielle, a multiple-time offender, pled guilty to the crime today. And Pitcher's father had a chance to address the court and Danielle.
Laura's ashes. Laura's here with us today.
But instead of lashing out at his daughter's killer, as families often do during victim impact statements, Art Pitcher chose to talk about what a wonderful person his daughter had been.
She could do anything she put her mind to. She was a job coach at Goodwill.
She worked as a job coach at Goodwill and served as an inspiration to others who had been born differently. Today, Gary Danielle entered a plea of guilty to second-degree murder, accepting a sentence of 30 years in prison. After the proceedings, Laura's father told me the 30-year sentence isn't enough for the life taken.
We were, very happy that this part of it's finally over. Disappointed, 30 years is, Laura wasn't even 30 when she was killed. With his good behavior, he'll get off in less time than what she ever lived.
Laura Pitcher's family believes that COVID played a role in today's plea deal. They say that the trial had been pushed back by 15 months because of a COVID backlog, and they say because of that backlog, they believe that prosecutors pushed for today's plea deal. But they say at least this day is now behind them. Live in Tampa, Jeff Patterson, 8 on your side.